Hello, I'm Gwena from Just for K9's and Kitties 2 here in Lawton, Oklahoma. And today we're going to talk about the ear health dogs. We're going to do dogs that are smooth coats that don't have hair in the ears, but we're also going to do dogs like this poodle here that have hair in the ears, and I'll show you different products that we need to use to try to get the hair out and talk about how this works. And I'll try to make it as simple as possible. They'll have hair in the ears, which can get moisture trapped in there, which can cause ear infections, which is actually a yeast infection sometimes in these different animals that have ear. Like this one a young standard poodle, she has quite a bit of hair in her ears. And we've got to be really careful. With the different ear products we're going to use, there's ear powder, which helps us pull the hair out of the ears. All powders work basically the same. They're also an antiseptic and antibiotic. And then we have an ear cleaner, which also helps dry the ears. So if you take your dogs out and they get water in their ears, you can flush their ears with the ear cleaner, and it will help dry their ears out so that they don't get an ear infection. The cotton balls are used for that. Now, I'm first going to start with the ear powder. And sometimes the hair does not come out of the ear easily. So what my job is to try to get as much hair out as I can without traumatizing the ear. The ear canal is really, really deep. It goes below the jawline. And in that process, bacteria can grow in the dead and drying blood, and it can have mites will like looking for it and stuff because they are attracted to the blood. So we've got to be really careful on how we do this. And I just want to pull the hair that comes out easily. I know that there's a lot of people out there that want every hair pulled out, but it can be traumatizing to the ear canal and very painful for the dog as well. Instead of putting the ear powder in the ear, I have found that if I do that, sometimes it comes out in great big amounts, and then I stuff the ear full of powder, and then I have to clean the ear even more. This allows me to hang on to the hair. Now when I do this, I want to make sure that I'm only pulling the hair that's in the canal, because when the hair is just in the canal, it's not as painful as if I pull any of the hair that's on the outside of the canal. And so I just gently start pulling. Now we can also use forceps, and this is a much more traumatic way to get the hair out, but sometimes that is necessary. And this hair in this poor little girl does not want to come out easily. This is what we're looking at. You can also put a little bit of powder on the forceps to help them grip without a lot of damage, and just gently start pulling. See, that was a little uncomfortable for her. She was complaining. And we got to just gently pluck and try to get that out. Hang on, girl. And I don't want to damage her ear, so we try our darndest not to do that. Hang on, girl. I know it's it. Sometimes we get massive amount of hair out of different dogs' ears. And in this process, sometimes you can take and gently turn and slowly pull, but sometimes that folds the ear hair. And just gently pull. Ooh, it doesn't want to come. And if you've ever done this process, you understand what I mean. You just got to be really careful. You do not want to hurt the ear. And so we're getting some of it out.
There's going to be some degree of discomfort for the dog, right?
Yeah, there will be. And sometimes, it's like trying to pull your nose hairs. Let's enjoy that, But we'll do it anyway. But the biggest thing is trying to open up the ear canal so that it gets good air circulation in there to help dry the ear.
What kind of things can happen if the dog's ears are never clean?
Well, some dogs' ears never do get clean and are just fine. Sometimes if they have allergies, they get really, really bad yeast infections. The dog starts digging at the ear and they can traumatize the ear all by themselves.
Just trying to clean it out. So they produce oils in the ear.
Yeah.
Is that what leads to some of the mess that, like when the hair gets caught up in it, like you're cleaning out now?
Yeah. It gets sometimes this black gunk, and that's part of the yeast that you're pulling out, the oils that the ear produces.
So it's okay to put some force. So for like anybody that's watching the tutorial after this, they can know that it's okay, that it's not just going to come out easy. It's not going to be like,
no, it's not going to just pop out real easy. But you don't want to cause the dog a lot of pain. If you're causing the dog a lot of pain, something traumatic could be happening down in the ear canal. And the ear canal actually goes all the way down here. It goes all the way down here, so and up into the sinuses. So an ear infection can cause the eyes to be goopy, get infections around the eyes, because just like us, the sinuses and the ears and everything is connected. If we get a throat starts hurting, a lot of times we get an earache, all the things are connected. You gotta be patient, and the easiest thing to do with this process is accident. If you pay attention, see what's going on, and because if you look at the texture, that there's gunk on there, and that's the oils from the body that the body puts out naturally. Once you do that, you want to take a little bit of ear cleaner and wipe it out and allow, and this ear cleaner has different things. A little bit of alcohol in it to help dry the ear out if there's moisture down in there. See, that's, so you gotta try to get as much of that gunk out as you can. What do you think? Oh, I know, it's icky. And this way, when you also do that, you can also find out if you accidentally traumatize the ear. That is just from just moisture, and it's beginning to get a yeasty thing going on, and that's why it's so dark like that. That the body is putting out a yeast, and the yeast is beginning to grow inside the ear, and that's why it's that dark. Because this is with the cleaner on it. It's white. Then you get in there and you wipe this ear canal out, and we gotta just try to get it until it comes out clean. And then she's going to shake her head like a son of a gun, and it will also help throw whatever's in there out. So remember that when you put a lot of fluids in a dog ear, that they're going to shake the crap out of their head, and when they do, they're going to throw stuff everywhere. I'm massaging her because when I put the cleaner on here, I put enough on there that when I go to clean it, some drips down further into the ear canal, and I massage it to make that dark stuff break up down in there, the dark earwaxy stuff, and so that when she can shake her ears and because you can almost hear it squish, squish, squish around in there. And she can shake her head and throw all that out, which allows her ears to dry, because she just had a bath. She might have got a little bit of water in her ears, and this will help take the water out of her ears by her shaking her head, and this will, with the alcohol in it, will allow the ear to dry. So she'll be able to go home with fresh ears. If she was beginning to get an ear infection, I hope we were able to nip it in the bud and not have any more problems with her ears further down the line. Cleaning the ears, making sure they have good airflow into the ear is a good thing. Are you done, girl? She said, I'm done. I'm done. Remember, cleaning the ears is really important. And I'm Gwena from Just for K9's and Kitties too. You can come in here and get all the products you need, and especially a couple tips also. Thank you.